Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return will be brought down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air, it's Miles. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Powered right past the defender. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Noles moving quickly down the field here. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Scanning the field, it's Miles. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Set up. It's a first down play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Short throw complete to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
A lot of times we talk about those tough, grinding yards. It's a running back that's fighting for those extra yards. Here, it's the tight end that needs to grind it out for first down yardage. Well done.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff heading left. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly.
And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Moving right through the contact. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Miles. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the Seminoles will have to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is brought down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense wraps him up.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, it's a handoff. Gets into space at the 50. He moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They'll run it here. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Ducks churn out another first down. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Back in motion now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Pitch play to the back. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, knocked right through. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run here, lets it go. And the ball to the ground. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. He moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Looking to pass, it's Miles. He shreds the tackle. The pickup is 7 yards, now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Now it's second down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
And the Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Timeout is called. A Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Miles. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Seminoles will crank up the tempo.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to throw. It's Miles. Lets it fly out of the wideout. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching downfield. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fighting him off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
The Noles line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing second and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line, completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football, made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They brought within 4, 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the single back takes the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
He's found some room at the 45. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous drive. They'll test the right side here. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And the Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Second down play coming up. Dump off caught by the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And there's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. On the ground trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Oh, it's a reverse. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards. Punch it in. 4th and goal from the 2.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Miles. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation